Consider that banana plants don't have seeds. As well, there's types of grapes that grow without seeds. They've been modified for this effect, but still we see more of them. So how do they reproduce? They get cloned. It's always the same individual being split into multiple pieces like an earthworm. So then, imagine you do that with people. Imagine you, as yourself, have a piece of brain taken from you and grown out in a petri dish into much more pieces of brain, which are all kept going and which between themselves still can then communicate via electrodes and all these things. In that sense, the indemnity form you would sign would, in some sense, be that you consent to this happening and that you as yourself recognize the taking a piece of you as a piece of yourself that is already consenting, going, and then separating from your main experience in order to be spatially located elsewhere with independence that is of a continuity with you, but separately. In that sense, the independent organoids would be like the banana plant. You could keep on growing out the equivalent of mental real estate and occupy ontology that way as well. There would be nothing stopping you from wholly cloning yourself. So, in that sense, imagine you did give the consent and imagine you made clones that are born without most of its neural tissue, and that then implants of all this organoid tissue with vascular support at first then becomes, in some sense, the replacement for the clone body's cognitive architecture that isn't there, so to say, and that then your continuity of self would be awake inside of that form of somaticism and be able to ambulate around and have opinions and be a separate extension of yourself that is continuous with you. And you would be legal persons rather than a legal person. And this would then afford as well, with like with the bananas, the continuity of a species in terms that defy the logic of antinatalists, since nothing dies and nothing is born. It merely keeps extending from the tissue that has already consented. And so I would like to hear your counter arguments and takes about this. Thanks. Them's my 3 cents, because I'm one extra.